renewal in 1996, he signed as part of the application the part on acts or conditions. And if I may read the particular phrase, that you have not made an affirmation or other formal declaration of allegiance to a foreign state, which will be construed, Attorney Bautista, that you have sole allegiance to the United States of America. Kaya po tinanong ko yung application ng Philippine passport. Kasi wala hong ganun eh. Pero sa US passport nung nag-apply noong 1996 and even before that, very clear that part of that condition is you will have sole allegiance to the United States of America.
Ang sagot ko po doon, hindi po tayo dalubhasa sa American law dahil we are Philippine lawyers. Ang sinasabi ko lang po that under our law, he never lost his citizenship when he applied for or obtained foreign passport.
Mr. Chairman, the best evidence is the document itself. The signed document is the best evidence. I don't think we should be arguing on that matter now. I think that if there is an application for a passport renewal, we should get a copy of the same so that we know what, or at least a copy of the form signed, so that we don't have to argue on the merits of the said document, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Kong Boying.
Thank you for that, Congressman Remulla. Maybe all we have to do is download the application of
yes.
the form of for the renewal of the U.S. passport, Mr. Chairman. So again, I just wanted to clarify that. Pwede po niyong i-download yan, makikita po yan ng lahat ng tao. Pag ikaw ay nag-apply ng renewal, kung ikaw ay U.S. citizen, parte ng kondisyon doon ay wala kang pagkampi o wala kang pagkilala sa ibang bansa o sa ibang gobyerno, kundi ang gobyerno at ang bansa ng Estados Unidos. I now go back to my second point. Doon po sa ating Constitution, and it was read by Attorney Bautista earlier, the ownership and management of mass media shall be limited to citizens of the Philippines or to corporations, cooperatives, or associations wholly owned and managed by such citizens.
From 1986.
Congressman Remulla,
Congressman Remulla, pakipatay po
your mic is on.
Pakipatay yung mic.
So I read now section 11 of the General Provisions. Tiningnan ko po yung definition ng word na wholly owned and managed by such citizens. And ang definition po niya is entirely, fully. Under the Merriam-Webster dictionary definition, it is full or entire or completely. Kaya, again, on 2 points, I maintain my position that the question of citizenship is not just a question of whether you are a dual citizen, na yan po ang pinagdidebatehan ngayon, tanggap na Pilipino ka, pero ikaw din ay Amerikano, at yung pong question ng citizenship sa allegiance. Yung una pong tanong ko sa passport, yun po yung sa allegiance. Ito pong tanong ko pangalawa, dun sa general provisions, yung definition ng wholly owned and managed provision. Now, I go back to my question on ownership. Mr. Lopez, from 1986 to 2020, how many shares do you own? Magmula po nung panahon ng 1986 nung kayo po'y umuwi at pinatakbo na po ang ABS-CBN, gaano ho kalaki ang parte ng inyong pagmamayari sa korporasyon?
Your Honor, I don't have that number with me right now. It is not a significant number. Most of the shares I got is from the employee stock ownership plan of ABS-CBN. It's not a significant, statistically significant number. The ownership of the family is through Lopez Holdings and through Lopez Inc. That owns 56% of ABS-CBN. Individually, all of us perhaps own shares of stock, but none of them are significant, statistically significant po.
Opo, so kung ito po'y aayusin, kunyari ho, yung meron sa Lopez Holdings, meron sarili ninyo, more or less so, ilang kayang percent ang lalabas po dito?
Yung sa akin,
Si Eric Quezon.
perhaps Eric Quezon can answer this question. Eric?
Mr. Yason, you're recognized.
I'm sorry, Mr. Chairman, I don't have that information right now. But we could submit that.
Yes, yes. Okay, Mr. Chair.
Pakisubmit na lang po next time pa.
So and me, yes, part of the request is to get. And from 1986 to the current Mr. Chairman, I understand that Mr. Gabby Lopez is already Chairman Emeritus. But from 86 to the year 2020, what positions have you undertaken as part of management of ABS-CBN?
Paki-unmute lang yung device ni Mr. Lopez, please.
Salamat.
Pakimute.
If I recall correctly, I started as CFO, then I became general manager, then I became president, and then I became chief executive. I retired as chief executive when I turned 60, and I retired from being a chairman when I turned 65. So,
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Chairman, again, we would like to thank Mr. Gabby Lopez for giving us the time and to answer the questions. Isang tanong lang po, Mr. Lopez, you may or may not answer this question. Pero, again, everyone have been telling you that, we know that it is not your fault. Hindi niyo po kasalanan na kayo po ay isang American citizen dahil doon kayo pinanganak, at hindi nyo rin kasalanan na kayo naging Pilipino dahil po ang mga magulang nyo ay Pilipino. Kung doon po sa pagdaan ng panahon, hindi nyo pa ho naisip na mag-renounce ng American citizenship para maging kabuuang Pilipino na po ang inyong maging citizenship, Mr. Lopez?
yes, I have considered it, but the way I see it, I am first and foremost Filipino. I will live, I will die in the Philippines. That is certainly been the family's position, and we are 7 generations of Lopez's in the Philippines. Frankly, the issue of being a dual citizen is not even something that I think about. I know in my heart I am a Filipino, and all my actions in the last 35 years I've been associated with ABS-CBN has been with the service of the Filipino in my mind. So you are right. It is something that I should have considered, but it was never something that I felt was an issue in terms of any of my actions. If it came down to conflict of interest, I would give up my U.S. citizenship in a minute.
So, thank you, Mr. Lopez. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. Diyan na po magtatapos yung first round natin, but meron tayong dalawang manifestations. But before po natin ibigay, may request lang po yung mga ibang members na kay Mr. Lopez kung pwede po natin masubmit yung copies po ng American and Filipino passport po. And also from Bureau of Immigration, kung pwede po ma-request yung travel history, travel records po ni Mr. Lopez from 1986 up to present. Thank you. The Chair would like to recognize now for his manifestation, Minority Leader Benny Abante.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Can you hear me here?
Malinaw po.
Okay. Narinig ko po ang mga brilliant argument ng ating magagaling na mga abogado. Sa aking pagkarinig ay bilang hindi po abogado, ako'y natututo at nakikita ko ng malinaw ang ibig sabihin ng citizenship. Binabasa ko po yung article tungkol po sa citizenship sa ating Constitution. Nakalagay po dito, the following are citizens of the Philippines. Those who are citizens of the Philippine Islands at the time of the adoption of this Constitution, palagay ko ito yung 1987. Number 2, those born in the Philippine Islands of foreign parents who before the adoption of the Constitution had been elected to public office in the Philippine Islands. Those whose fathers are citizens of the Philippines, those whose mothers are citizens of the Philippines, and upon reaching the age of majority, elect Philippine citizenship. Gusto ko lang pong sabihin na sa aking pananaw, bilang isang ordinaryong Pilipinong hindi abogado, ano po, kapag ang tatay o nanay mo ay Pilipino, ayon sa ating pagkaunawa sa ating konstitusyon, ikaw ay Pilipino. Simple lamang po ang panuntunan na yan. Sa ligang batas, natin yan. Kahit saan ka pinanganak, ikaw ay ituturing ng batas na Pilipino. Sa akin pong pakikinig sa lahat ng mga tinuran ng ating mga abogado, si Mr. Gabby Lopez ay pinanganak sa Amerika. Tatay at nanay niya ay parehong Pilipino. Kaya siya ay Pilipino din. Kahit pa binigyan siya ng American citizenship dahil doon siya pinanganak. What our laws prohibit, ay hiniwala po ako, is dual allegiance, not dual citizenship. Tulad po ng mga kaso ni Edo Manzano at LPJ, hindi labag sa ating batas na magkaroon ng dual citizenship. Tulad ng aking apo na pinanganak sa Amerika, pero ang kanyang nanay ay Pilipina, kahit na ang kanyang tatay ay Amerikano, siya po ay tinuturing na Pilipino. Kaya bago ko tapusin itong manifestation ko, ang aking question po lamang kay Mr. Lopez ay ito. Did you ever take an oath of allegiance in the US, Mr. Gabby Lopez?
Magandang hapon po, Minority Leader Abante. Hindi po, Your Honor.
Okay. Now, kung ang sagot niya dyan ay yes, he is no longer a Filipino. Kung ang sagot niya ay no, then you are a Filipino and I will stand by you as a fellow Filipino. Maraming salamat po, Mr. Chair, ating pong chairman ng both committees. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Minority Leader Abante. Last na po, para ngayong araw na to, ang manifestation ni Congresswoman Jam Baronda. Mukhang wala na po yata si Kong Jam Baronda. 12:30 na po, meron pa pong ang 1 p.m. na hearing ang committee ng good government. So adjourn suspend natin until Monday 1 p.m. next hearing.
Yes, Mr. Chairman, on the part of the Committee on Good Government and Public Accountability, this meeting is hereby suspended.
On the part of the Committee of Legislative Franchises, this hearing is suspended.